Hey, John's not here. Why it's so quiet? What?
Kyle's not either.
Kyle's here.
Yeah,
He's just not in the room at the moment.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, is he? Okay.
He's quiet.
Wishing. Yeah, that's awesome. You didn't see me give him praise. Okay. So today we're gonna focus. I know we're gonna focus on parallelograms.
Are those the ones?
Do you have collateral? No.
Why wouldn't you take a shoe?
I don't want teenager shoes. I also don't want a room full of teenagers without shoes.
I don't know. You know.
Okay. You probably have good hygiene. I can't say that for everybody.
Yeah. Like I don't get how people's shoes smell so bad.
All right. So, gentlemen, quiet. So parallelograms look like a rectangle that's been in a windstorm. And what we need to know for that is, for parallelograms, opposite sides are congruent. And I'm going to use the symbol for congruent so I don't have to write out that whole word.
Did we take notes on that?
We did, and but we're going to talk a little bit more about it today. Also, opposite angles are congruent. And also, angles on the same side we're going more in depth with it today. On Friday we looked at a brief overview of all the four-sided figures. Today we're going more in depth. On Friday's notes, all you had was that opposite sides were congruent. Today we're going to talk about opposite angles and the fact that angles on the same side sum to 180 degrees. And then we're going to do some examples using that. All right? Yeah, so like these two angles sum to 180. These two sum to 180. These two sum to 180, and these two sum to 180. So all you need to know is a single angle in a parallelogram, and you can find the other ones. All right, so Kyle, if I were to tell you that this particular parallelogram has an angle right here that is 55 degrees, could you tell me what the other three angles in it are? Okay, so 55 also goes right there. And then how would you know what the
You just told us how to do it.
Yeah. So 55 is also here. 125 is here, and 125 is here. So if you know a single angle measure inside a parallelogram, you know all four. All right? Next, let's throw some algebra into it. Can you still see it? Okay. So if I were to tell you that there is a parallelogram, so parallelogram A, B, C, D has side AB equal to that's pretty funny. Let's say 3y plus 5.
Sid.
Yeah, which is opposite. Okay, so let's say AB is opposite to CD, which is equal to, let's say, 4y minus 1. Find the length of AB and CD.
Is that 3y or 3g?
3y.
Oh.
that is a y. Okay, so this is an example of a problem that you will see in your book today. If we have a parallelogram ABCD that has those two sides that are opposite each other with those two measurements, what do you know is true about sides that are opposite one another in a parallelogram? Congruent, right? Which is a way of saying that their measures are equal, right?
Yeah.
So I can say that
Which is opposite?
opposite sides, which is opposite.
Did you have a long weekend?
Well, I better be. I guess I'm pleased that you guys are paying attention.
Usually in the set.
It's just the opposite.
Okay, so in order to find out how long either of those two sides are, if they're opposite one another, you know that they're congruent, which means their measures are equal. So 3y plus 5 would be equal to 4y minus 1. To find out what y is, you would have to get all your variables on one side, all your consonants, or consonants, all your variables on one side, all your constants on the other. So in this case, I'm going to pick on you again, Kyle. So you've got 3y and 4y. Which one do you want to move, the 3y or the 4y?
3y.
How do you move it?
Subtract 3y.
Okay, so subtract 3y, subtract 3y. So I've got 5 is equal to y minus 1. And what's the next step, Trevor? You don't know? You do too.
I know.
You can't be that.
He's just being defiant. Yeah, go.
Add 1 to 5.
And so you get y is equal to what?
6.
Cool. Now, is that what the two sides are equal to?
No.
How would you find out what side AB is equal to?
You go 3 times 6,
Okay.
which is 18 plus 5.
Uh-huh.
Which is 23.
There we go. So AB is 23. Do I need to do the same thing for CD, or can I just say that CD is also equal to 23?
So you have to.
Didn't we just establish that they're equal? That's
They're
right.
equal.
So do I need to substitute it back in? No. I can just say that CD is equal to 23. Ka-chow. Alright. Your assignment for today,
Is there going to be any where we have to prove things wrong?
that's starting on Wednesday, bless you, where you have to prove whether or not a certain figure is a parallelogram based on the definition and some things about their sides and their angles. So for today, your assignment is page 384. Yep. 3 through 13. Sure. Sure. All right. So page 384, 3 through 13. That's your assignment to do.